Hello, my name is Kehan Parsi. I am one of the co-instructors for this course, History of Medicine and Bioethics. I'm going to be teaching this course with Chalmers Clark, and for those of you who have taken Principles of Healthcare Ethics, you know Chalmers well. He's a philosopher by training. He teaches at Union College, and he's been an adjunct instructor in our program for several years, and so I welcome his input and participation in this course. History of Medicine and Bioethics is an elective course, but according to some of the feedback I've received over the years, a lot of our students wish it was a required course. They think it gives them a very good and solid foundation in the history of medicine and of our field, bioethics. So I hope you find it to be as interesting as other students have over the years, and I just wanted to provide you a brief overview as to how the course will run. So hopefully by now you've purchased your books through Amazon. There's several books that are going to be required for this course, and as is typical for our courses, our weekly discussions will revolve around a set of readings for each week. We'll start off with the Al Johnson book, A Short History of Medical Ethics, make our way through that book, and then we'll continue on with some of the other books that are required for this course. Every week I encourage you to go into the weekly assignments button and to learn what the readings are for that given week. There'll be a PowerPoint presentation or some kind of lecture available. In a previous iteration of this course was co-taught by Rana Hogarth, who recently earned her PhD in the history of medicine from Yale University, and she's been generous enough to provide us with some really excellent PowerPoint presentations for several weeks of the course. I hope you benefit from her knowledge and experience in the history of medicine. So the course will unfold week by week. It's all in the syllabus, so I encourage you to take a look at the course overview to find out what will be within the course contents. As far as requirements, you're asked to participate in the weekly discussions 2 to 4 times a week. I ask that you post in the discussion threads, and ask that you keep your postings under 250 words. I think even in a class of 13, I think this should provide us with enough discussion to really grapple with the materials in this course. You're more than welcome to engage in further discussion in the off-topic and on-topic threads every week. Of course, you're not required to do so, and you're not required to read those, but certainly if you want to engage in further discussion, I would encourage you to do so in those on- and off-topic threads. In addition to the weekly discussions, we'll have a midterm assignment where you'll be asked a set of questions, and you'll be asked to respond with a 1,000-word written essay. And then there is a final paper where, again, you'll be asked to address one of 3 or so questions related to the course's contents. So that's basically the course in a nutshell as far as course requirements. The history of medicine is a formal discipline. There's actually an annual conference sponsored by the American Association of the History of Medicine that meets annually in a different setting. There's the meetings of the Southern Association of the History of Medicine. So this is really a thriving field. It's kind of a peripheral field in our field of bioethics. I mean, we certainly have some historians that attend the American Society of Bioethics and Humanities. One of my mentors in graduate school, Chester Burns, who is one of the contributors of one of the books we'll be reading. Dr. Burns was really one of the pioneers in the history of medicine, has done a lot of work in the areas of codes of ethics. So there's certainly people like that. Bob Baker is another very well-known example of a medical historian / ethicist, and we'll be reading his work as well. So I really want us to kind of acknowledge the importance of history. As some of you have already mentioned in your introductions, you understand the importance of history, understanding kind of our prologue in helping us understand the present and hopefully planning for the future. We will look at a variety of works, as I mentioned, the Johnson works, Short History of Medical Ethics, The Birth of Bioethics, The American Medical Ethics Revolution by Baker, Manuel, Kaplan, and Latham. We'll be looking at works by David Rothman, and we'll be looking at works by Eckenweiler and Cohn, The Ethics of Bioethics. And that's where I want us to finish up the course, is once we've kind of taken us through history of medicine, history of the medical profession, and then really how did we end up where we are now with this relatively young but rapidly growing field of bioethics. How did this all come about, and where are we headed as a field with regards to issues related to professionalization and certification and so forth. So that's where we'll end the course. We'll benefit from a few live sessions with guest speakers, people that are authors of the works that we'll be reading. We've benefited from having Bob Baker as a guest speaker, Susan Lederer, Lisa Eckenweiler, Felicia Cohn. So a variety of our authors have been generous enough to participate with us, and so I look forward to those sessions with you all. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. And I look forward to your participation in the course. I think this will be a really interesting and fun course, and I hope you have an excellent experience as well. So I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.